Welcome to Sir Strategy. In this video, you learn how to get risk to reward ratio more than 30. And you understand about how I care about my stop loss point based on smart money strategy. Well, let's first give a short introduction to understand more. Then back in real chart, for example. Suppose we have bearish trend like this in 4 hours time frame, and we identify BOS and our supply zone in that time frame. You know, after BOS, we have pullback and we wait for it. If you don't know about BOS concept, I put the link video above that completely you can learn and identify it. As you see, the orange path is pullback. When the price reaches to 4 supply zone, we go to 15 minutes time frame to look for another supply zone in that time frame. As you see, we have new supply zone in 15 minutes. And after that, we can refine that supply zone or looking for change of character in 1 min time frame. Well, now we reach to important thing about risk to reward ratio. The golden point is here that is about how much is your stop loss. For instance, in euro-dollar chart, I always set my stop loss between 20-25 pips, and I enter the trade relative to my stop loss. It means my entry price and supply zone is based only on stop loss. And I do all my entries on 1 minute's time frame. Before set your order, you have to look for last demand zone in higher time frame for C. What is your risk to reward ratio till that point? If it was more than 5, it looks good for entry, but less than 5, I don't go for it. In general, in smart money strategy, after identifying the supply and demand in higher time frame, we go to lower time frame like 1 minute's chart for our entry, and then we set our target based on the higher time frame. Because of this, in smart money strategy always, we can get more than 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio. Also, after entering the trade, during the movement of the candles, we enter again at the same time, and many times we get a risk to reward above 30. Come on, let's go on real chart. We are in euro-dollar chart in 4 hours time frame at 22nd of June in 2023. As you see, we have valid supply zone in 4 hours time frame, and pullback is being completed. Well, we go to 15 minutes time frame for change of character and find supply zone in that time frame. The change of character happened, and as you see, we can identify it easily because broke that 2 valid demand zone that I specified. After we specify new supply zone in 15 minutes time frame, then we can refine it in 1 minute's time frame for our entry. As you see in 1 minute's time frame, after sweep these liquidity, we refine supply zone as order blocks. One of an order block is in here that you can see inside bar after it, and it has power can sweep liquidity. We specify it to set a limit order on that. And the other one is in here, that we can set our order on it too. Well, I set my order in care of my stop loss, that always between 20 to 25 pips. As you see, I fix it in 20 pips, but I change it to 22 pips. This is because of my Brooker spread that I plus it to my stop loss when I'm in short position. Now it's time to specify our profit target, so I go to higher time frame to find valid demand zone. Well, now we check what's our risk to reward ratio. Is it bigger than 5 to go for it? As you see, our risk to reward ratio is 1 to 13, and it's very good for us, so I go for it. And set an other order in order block that is an above, like pervious. Now I play replay bar to see what happened next. As you see, price activate our first order block and then hit the target. Okay, come on, and go for a more professional example. That is my last real trade. Well, now we are in euro-dollar chart in 1 minute's time frame in the New York session on June 29, 2023. We are in bearish trend, as you see, so we're looking for short position. As you see, we have 1 minute's refined zone, which is our order block. So I set my limit order on it in care of my stop loss again. My stop loss in here is bigger than 25 pips. So I refine my entry point and change it for decrease my stop loss from 35 to 20 pips. Now it's time to find last valid demand zone for our profit target. After we found it, we check for risk to reward ratio. As you see, our RTR is about 13, and I go for it. Here we are in trade. Now, we're looking for other entry point again. As you see, we have new supply zone in 1 minute's time frame that cause sweep liquidity and change of character. Well, after I specify it, set another order in care of my stop loss. After I specify my stop loss and entry point, I check how much is my risk to reward from entry point to target. If it's more than 5, I go for it. Well, again, we are in trade and we have 2 trade at the same time. Okay, now we have break structure and we have new order block. So again, I specify it and go for another short position if risk to reward is more than 5. Please don't afraid. This is not the overtrade. This art of trade for maximizing your profit. Like previous trades, set stop loss, then entry point, and check the target. We are in trade now. Again, we have new supply zone in 1 minute, and I go for it. Till the New York session ends, I continue to open position in the direction of the trend. More than 5 risk to reward ratio again, so I go for it. We are in trade for 4th time. As you see, we have another supply zone, and we can set an order in care of profit target. Our last order didn't activate it. Okay, now we are in end of session of New York, and we wait for price to hit our target. Golden point. After each break of structure, you can risk free your last position. As you see, all of our order hit the target. Sometimes, maybe your stop loss being activated, it's not the problem. You get huge profit and it's okay. As you see, we have 13 in first order and 9 in second order and 6 in third trade and other 6 in fourth trade, and the 5th one didn't activate. So we get 34-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and it's great. After this video, please go to chart and practice it. This is power of smart money strategy that help you get huge profit, and don't be afraid of stop loss. Thanks for watching. Till next video, bye.